This challenge is knitting. Clearly Matt chose that because he already knows how to knit. I've never knit before, so this should be interesting. Step one, I think, is find out about knitting.
All right, Penny, I am gonna knit you a cat's wear.
We're going to be knitting scarves, so I think let's try scarf. Nope, not with a K. Scarf, not carf.
I'm sorry, do you have something going on? Yeah, are you late for a Zoom meeting? Is there... Oh, well, all right, well, that's okay. Nobody needs to see that, dear. Oh, yeah. Maybe I will knit her some pants.
I think I'm just going to order stuff online because then I don't have to actually see people. Which is not just because of COVID-19. I actually don't like to see people even when we're all healthy. Scarf knitting kit.
So Brian ordered himself a knitting kit. The Knit kit.
Handmade is love.
I got my stuff years ago from, I don't remember where.
Oh my, look at these colors.
I am ready to knit.
You will have exactly what you need to begin your knitting journey. Great, because that's what I need.
Brian, he was complaining to me today that he thinks I have an unfair advantage, and clearly that's not the case.
First up, casting on with color C1, cast on 30 STS, leaving a 6-inch tail to weave in. Okay.
I'm starting over, all over, right now. After I get a snack.
Step one.
I'm going to make a loop with my yarn.
So we looped it around. We have this part, and now we're take the yarn tail. Here's the tail.
I'm killing this loop thing. She can move on. Apparently I'm not as beginner as I thought. Girls, did you see my loop?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Does that look right? So this loop, no, that's not right. Oh my word.
Then I'm going to take my strand of yarn here and bring it behind the loop, okay? So that it kind of divides my loop in half.
Grab both ends of the yarn. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty.
All right, so I'm gonna take my needle
I was way
and
ahead
I'm
of
gonna put it into my slip knot just like that, all right?
You are now ready to begin casting on. Push your left hand thumb and forefinger through the What?
All right, let's get started. First, I'm gonna take my left hand.
We already had started.
And I'm gonna go underneath this strand of yarn on the front.
The long tail should be lying over your thumb, and the working yarn attached to your ball should be over your forefinger. So I did my slip knot wrong already. What the?
And I'm gonna grab it with my four fingers, kind of like I'm making like a thumbs up sign. Okay.
All right, we got this. Spread the fingers apart and lower the needle so that the yarn makes a V between the thumb and forefinger. A V, I mean that looks sort of like a V.
Now we're gonna take our needle and we're gonna touch the front of our thumb and go into the loop that our thumb has made. Right? Just like that. So let's do that.
You can use the forefinger of your right hand to hold the knot in place. Okay, sure. But now I can't turn the page.
Wrap it around our needle. Okay, so from the back to
Okay. Page 7, page 8.
over the needle and then drop everything, let it all go.
Put the needle tip under the outside strand of yarn on your thumb. Okay.
So let's continue. All right, let's take our left hand, go underneath the strand of yarn, grab it, take our thumb, go behind.
Put the needle tip under the outside, so come outside. Like that.
So let's do that again. Left hand under the yarn, grab it. Our thumb goes behind.
Next, move the needle tip back through the opening of the yarn around your thumb. What?
Pretty cool, right? So let's keep on going. Left hand, grab, thumb behind to the front.
Okay, so that's 2. Oh boy, and I think we need to do 30 of these.
All right, I'm gonna do that 800 more times, and then I'll have a scarf. It's gonna be amazing.
After you finish casting on all of your stitches, you'll be ready to start knitting your very first. So I have to do this 30 times, and that's not even my first, that's just the beginning. So I haven't actually started yet. Oh boy. I've spent a half an hour trying to figure out how to start this thing. So far, all I've learned about knitting is that I do not like it very much.
Go through here, and I turn around there. I drop through here, and I knock off the stitch. I go through here, and I turn around there, and I drop through there, and I knock off the stitch.
All I want to do with these needles is jab them into my eyeballs.
I did make a row of stuff. It's the smallest scarf ever. It's itty bitty, but it's adorable.
I have to say, as nice as these people are, they're not very good with instructions. Or maybe I'm not very good with instructions.
How's that look? How's my scarf?
We already have a scarf.
If I'd known that.
So when I thought about knitting at the beginning of this thing, I pictured a grandmotherly person in a rocking chair, rocking back and forth, knitting. You hear the little sound of the knitting needles, knitting scarves and hats for their grandkids and such. Very relaxing, very serene picture. That has not been my experience with knitting thus far. Maybe knitting once you know how to do it is relaxing. Learning to knit, not so much. So far in my learning to knit, I've gotten some things. I've had to redo a few things. I think I've kind of gotten casting on, sort of. In the process, I have lost my temper and yelled at my daughter. I've threatened to burn down Matt's house. In any case, we're forging ahead.
So that's your knit kit
Is my knit kit
from Knit Picks.
from Knit Picks.
The Learn to Knit Club.
I liked Knit Picks stuff. I liked that other lady better though for explaining how to do things.
Now, what was that YouTube channel? It was
Stropped lambs and sheep and stitch and sheep and stitch.
I
Sounds
used
like
it
a
too.
curse word.
It does, but we'll find the link and we'll put it in the description.
I think it's sheep and stitch.
It was very helpful. I watched that one video like 11 times.
Yeah, I watched several of them. I forget her name. She was very nice.
It was good. How did that go? Because there was some anger. There was some rage.
I did eventually learn to knit, sort of.
Oh.
And I almost actually finished my scarf. Wait, are we doing the reveal?
Yeah, let's do the reveal.
Are we pretending like we haven't seen him before?
Well, no.
That's almost done. The only thing that I haven't figured out yet, because I have to watch more videos of it, is how to actually finish knitting.
His
This
dismount.
scarf. My dismount I have to figure out. So it's all still attached, but I think it turned out okay. It's not bad. I like the colors. It's a very nice wool.
It is.
I know.
You have a very high quality yarn here.
I did.
It's nice.
It's higher quality yarn than I should have gotten for the quality of knitting. I have very nice yarn, very poorly knit. I mean, it's not.
It's not a poor.
It's
knit.
not horrible. It's not.
It's a very handsome scarf. These two colors they go very well together. The heather and what was this one?
Blue.
Blue. You did a very good job. I mean, you can see there are a few learning moments, and who doesn't have those? Who doesn't? I mean,
I'd like it better if you pointed to the learning moments back here at the beginning rather than at the end.
Sorry,
That's
my
great.
bad. There are more learning moments here. You can chart your progress. Yeah, I can see precisely how much you learned. I don't even know if this is in frame. It is now, but this is a very lovely scarf. It's very nice.
It feels nice.
It does. It does. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. Once I got going, I actually did enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Even through the ridicule of my family, who every time I would sit down to knit while we were watching TV or watching movies, they would ridicule me for knitting. They'll regret it someday when I don't make them a scarf.
Yes, yes. It'll come up in
Anyway.
therapy. My father never made me a scarf.
Thank you to Knit Picks and to Sheep and Stitch and whatever for teaching me how to knit.
Yeah.
And I didn't die or kill anyone.
Oh, because sheep have wool. And you make yarn. I was like, I don't know, maybe she likes sheep. Maybe she's a big mutton fan. I don't know. Just got it. Well, there were some accusations levied against me that I only picked knitting because I had, in fact,
Knit.
done such
Before.
as this in the past, which is true. I did make a scarf, and it was an absolute disaster. I learned a lot from it, like that I'm not good at knitting. And then I made another scarf, and it was not great either. And then I stopped making scarves. Trying your best sometimes means ignoring that you're bad at a thing.
That's right. And trying again until you get good at it.
And refusing to fail. And that's what I did.
Right.
So, we're big Harry Potter fans in my house. I did make my daughter a Hufflepuff scarf. And I had some problems with it.
How long did you make your scarves? Are they the same?
I don't know. I just went till I was like,
It does look
thought
like it's about
she
the
had
same.
more scarf than she
Yeah.
deserved. So, and then my other daughter wanted a Gryffindor scarf. So I made her a Gryffindor scarf. And then my son, I won't say he wanted it, but I was like, look, this isn't going to come up at some family reunion 20
Yeah.
years from now that dad didn't make me a scarf.
In therapy, I was the only one. I was the only one that didn't get a scarf.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for that session.
Right.
So I made him a Ravenclaw scarf. And
And
then
they're getting. You probably can't see it on the camera, but they're getting progressively
they're getting better.
progressively better. They're
That's
getting
not-
better with each one. Did I not say it right again?
I decided I needed a scarf as well, so I
Seeming
made myself a
progressive.
Slytherin scarf. And in true Slytherin
better.
fashion, I did put all of my effort into my own scarf. And I was very interested in really celebrating the entire Hogwarts collection. So I made this gorgeous thing. All of the houses represented. And then I had this idea that I wanted to really go kind of buck wild. Not a big fan of this one. Not crazy.
Yeah.
It didn't really work the way I was hoping.
Uh-huh.
And then I wondered how long would a scarf be if you used all the yarn? It's like the cast off
It's long.
skin of an anaconda. So I wanted to do my best. So I made the best scarf that
Yeah.
anyone has ever made in the history of the
It
world.
is a good one.
It is an absolute beauty.
Yeah. But I know. Look at this though. It's surprisingly similar width-wise. We
Yeah,
actually,
absolutely.
and we did not coordinate that.
The narrow scarf. No, the
I know,
narrow
that's the
scarf
thing.
is the way to go.
That is the new
Oh, it's
orange or whatever. Narrow scarves are the new
orange.
thing.
So anyway,
Yeah.
And now my next project is I'm working on a blanket. This is what's called a granny square. It's much bigger, I think, than the traditional granny square. But I'm going to make a bunch of other squares that are half this size, and I'm going to outline it like kind of like tiles around. I don't know, like a mosaic. I don't know.
My next project is going to be to finish this scarf.
Oh,
In my time to make the first scarf, this is what Matt made. So probably with less cursing as well.
some cursing, just less. Also, none of my kids cried as a result of my knitting.
Yes,
Oh.
I did yell at my daughter in the process of the scarf making.
But is it even a hobby if it doesn't make you kind of a bad parent?
True. That's true.
No. Anyway.
Yeah.
So the verdict on knitting.
I enjoy it. I am going to keep knitting. In fact, my wife got me all kinds of more knitting things, skeins of wool to make more things because she, yeah. And I still have to use these two, which came in my scarf kit. These were supposed to be included in this scarf, but I didn't get that far. So I have all kinds of more knitting materials. So I think I will make more. I want to make a hat. That's my next thing.
I
Well,
would like
I want
you
to make a hat.
for your own
So-
use. I want you to make a cardigan.
We'll see.
We'll see what that looks like.
We'll see.
Whoa, yeah, well, I think the scarf making was a success.
And I absolutely.
I mean, yours was more successed more than mine.
You know what? Quantity over. I was gonna say quality, but that's not accurate. Let's be honest.
I mean, you know.
I found it very cathartic. I found it very relaxing. If you have a really lot of neck circumference, this is.
If you need a scarf for a pot-bellied pig,
If you have a beefy neck,
Or-
this is the one for you.
an elephant or something large,
Okay.
we've got that scarf.
Thanks so much for watching.
Can I click it?
No, you can't click it.